Is this a video from a command center underneath Shifa Hospital, or is this deceptive imagery persuasion, or DIP? Let me show you this video first, and then I'll get into it. Now this video popped up last night as I was watching the Washington Wizards game, and the way Jordan Poole was playing, I probably should have just turned off the TV and did this YouTube video. $128 million for this guy. People think I drink because of stuff that I did in Iraq or of all the violent footage that I watched today as an analyst. Actually, I drink because I'm a Washington Wizards fan. You would too. But you didn't come to hear me talk about basketball or whatever the heck this game is that the Wizards are playing. So let's talk about DIP, or deceptive imagery persuasion. So this video popped up on Shifa Impacto Global, which isn't followed by many people and seems to take a pro-Israel stance. I think it's trying to be some kind of news channel thing. But this Twitter user who runs Shifa Impacto Global released this video, which seems to be implying that this footage was taken under Shifa Hospital. Now, Israel released an unedited video which showed some pretty suspicious equipment in Shifa Hospital. One quick note, I actually disagree with what this Israeli public affairs officer is saying when he said,
what they found. These weapons have absolutely no business being inside a hospital.
If you have an armed guard force, it would make sense to have weapons, although they would probably be pistols, and they typically wouldn't be stored like this. And you probably wouldn't need a grenade. So either Qassam is staging equipment in that hospital, or the guard force has their very own tackleberry. I'll buy a couple of AKs for the guard force. I ain't buying a grenade, right? So that being said, while the footage of the Shifa Hospital wasn't the slam dunk that Israel was kind of hoping for, even if you support Israel, you don't need to lie about stuff. And this video, in the context of finding an armory or a command center under Shifa Hospital, this is a lie. That doesn't mean that one doesn't exist. That's still possible, but it certainly wouldn't look like this. Now, anybody who has ever been to a gun store knows what a gun store looks like. This is a gun store. This isn't an armory. This is a gun store. Look, I own guns and I enjoy shooting them. I've been in a few gun stores. Look at the lighting. Look at all of the boots that are on a rack. This is a gun store. Maybe it might be an airsoft store as well. But kind of the only thing missing here is the price tags. And a lot of times in the Arab world, especially for big ticket items, the price is negotiable. So there wouldn't necessarily be price tags on everything. Now, that being said, gun ownership is legal in the West Bank and in Gaza, even guns like this. I actually looked over their laws, and yeah, you basically have two categories of firearms. You have shotguns, or they call them smoothbores here, and then essentially everything else. And even in countries that are rabidly anti-gun, we're talking like Iran or England, they still are okay with farmers owning shotguns, because for the most part, a shotgun is a farm tool, and you can't argue with a wolf. The wolf just eats your sheep, right? You have to shoot the wolf. But in this case, in the Palestinian territories, you're allowed to own a machine gun. You just have to have the right permit for it. It's no different than the United States. You get a Class 3 or NFA, and you can own a machine gun. Now, I placed a link to the Palestinian firearms laws in my Substack for paid members. Just go to ryanmcbeth.substack.com. You can read all about it there. Now, supposedly, Gaza falls under the same laws, the same firearms laws as the West Bank, but it also appears that there are a lot of unlicensed guns in Gaza. So yeah, I mean, it's theoretically possible there could be a gun store in either the West Bank or Gaza. You have to buy your personal protection firearms or your farm tool firearms from somewhere. But I just don't see this thing being built under Al-Shifa Hospital. If a gun store is a legitimate business, it doesn't need to be located under a hospital. It can operate directly out in the open. So I did some digging on this video. And the earliest posted video, or the earliest posted version of the video that I could find, is right here. And this says, "Caught today in Ramallah." And this appeared on Twitter on August 31st, 2023. So 8 days before the terrorist attacks of October 7th. So I think I've proven right now that this video from Acción de Impacto Global is deceptive. This is dip. Now, Ramallah is a Palestinian city in the West Bank. Here again, gun ownership is legal, even for stuff like this. So maybe this was a raid on an unlicensed shop, or maybe a gun that was sold from that shop was used in a crime. I don't know. I don't know what is going on here. But I can definitely tell you that this is not under Al-Shifa Hospital. You know what else I can definitely tell you? That you are going to be the star of your office Christmas party when you wear a very NORAD Christmas sweater from Bunker Branding. Features an American F-15 and a Canadian CF-18 guarding Santa on his midnight ride. And you can get that at bunkerbranding.com. Hey, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for a special message from the Knife Hand Company.
Oh man, I'm so bored! Christ on crutches with a permanent profile. That's because you have the wrong toys! You need a Ryan McBeth in-action figure from the Knife Hand Company. That's right, Ryan McBeth in-action figures go everywhere.
Put them on your desk, your Crocs, your keychain.
You can even ask Ryan advice. Ryan, why does Daddy ignore me when I'm over his house for the weekend?
Because your new mommy is way hotter than your old mommy. Trading cards. You get a free trading card in every box.
Now that's Ryan-rific. So come on down
To the Knife Hand Company.
and get your in-action figure today.
Alcoholism, cigarettes, and non-service connected hearing loss sold separately.
In a world where fashion meets firepower, where style becomes strategy, it's time to gear up for the ultimate mission with Bunker Branding. Introducing the Rock Out With Your Chalk Out t-shirt, a tribute to the fearless air cavalry. Feel the adrenaline rush as you don the pride of the skies. For those of you who dare from the air, precision and power unite when you think outside the bomb. And don't miss our Live, Laugh, Launch t-shirts for Patriot and HIMARS, because sometimes defending freedom means bringing the thunder. Finally, for the true defender of the seas, we present Department of the Boat People. Sail with honor and show your allegiance to the world's mightiest maritime force. With these shirts, hoodies, and stickers, along with the tow missile, landmines, and drone warfare. These aren't just shirts, they're statements. They're your way of saying I stand for strength, unity, and style. Get yours at Bunker Branding today.